In this video, we're creating Second Hand Mocs version of LEGO set 75353, the Endor Speeder Chase. It's small and compact, with the custom base becoming more and more common with official vignette sets, but we felt it just didn't do the moment justice. When you think of scenes especially from the Star Wars franchise, you envision grand and fantastic moments from a galaxy far, far away. From Jabba's palace to the Battle of Hoth, those moments do not easily fit on a desk or on a shelf and are deserving of a much bigger stage to display. We understand that there are other factors at play when deciding the decisions behind greenlighting a new set. The amount of pieces to recreate versus cost, the complexity of the build. Can it be mass-produced efficiently? So on and so forth. For this build, we wanted to see if we could take an existing set and maybe, as they say, plus it up a little. So with that, let's begin. Some planning was necessary, even if we color outside the lines, but it really helps to get an idea of where elements will go, estimate how many or what kind of pieces we'll need to collect, possibly give us a heads up should any issues arise, and finally, a preview of how the final build might look. Thanks to our friends at Bricks and Minifigs, Laguna, Niguel, we can always find what we need to complete our builds as intended, or that random detail that helps take our Mocs to the next level. We knew that we wanted something slightly bigger than the footprint of the official set. The trees were nice, but anyone that's been to Endor knows those trees are huge. There needed to be enough room for several variety of trees, scaled correctly to figures along an organic path, nothing straight or boring. We had 2 plates, and as much as we'd like to try our hand at building custom base plates or stands, that'll have to wait for another build. Different building techniques were used for a variety of tree sizes. Being modular and stable enough for travel were also major concerns when building a Moc. Plus you need to space out your build to accommodate every element and detail you wish to include, or we could run out of space real fast. With our base and boundaries set, trees placed, the next thing we wanted were little callbacks to the scene and movie. There are also quite a few Imperial biker scouts that Luke and Leia have to deal with during their ordeal. That meant trying to include at least a few more. And if you remember from the start, there are 2 originally doing what biker scouts do, and that's scouting. Once our path is set, major elements locked in, and characters placed, then we can begin heading toward the finish line by doing an art pass, adding all of the pieces that help make it look like a finished set. Ground foliage, support branches, canopy. One thing we do always like to include in our builds is some kind of interaction, game, or Easter eggs for fans to discover. We placed some rebels, the Ewoks, Wicket and Logray, hidden cookies, our signature frog from the Jabba's Palace build, to name a few, and we're pretty close to finished. Anyone remember Endor Vendors or notice the Easter egg reference? The biggest feature and surprise from this build is hidden right out front. Now early in the chase from the movie, while in pursuit, Luke and Leia pass under a fallen redwood. We thought it would be great to change the state of the build depending on how we wanted it displayed. Now the Moc can be viewed with its towering giants or shown as a living forest where trees grow and fall in time. In a perfect world, we'd love to see every set as a LEGO Ultimate Collector Series, affordably priced. And after we stop rolling on the floor laughing at this thought, we'll get back to the next build or Moc, dreaming up our takes on the classics and finding a spot where every piece has its place. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time.